Our new song is available for pre-order at getcominghome.com. Check it out. Download iTunes to pre-order and support our work. Major breaking news. Eric Adams has been indicted in New York, the first sitting New York City mayor to face criminal charges. What is going on? Mayor Adams has been indicted on federal criminal charges, according to people with knowledge in the matter. He'll be the first mayor in New York City history to be charged while in office. The indictment is sealed. It's unclear what the charge or charges are that he will face. Retired police captain Mr. Adams was elected to the city's 110th mayor nearly 3 years ago. This we know. Do we know anything about these indictments? Because they were going after.
They've gone after him for a couple different things. So one is campaign finance. There's an investigation in that. And then they're also investigating him, and I can't remember if it's exactly the same thing, for like potentially taking money from Turkey. But at least I believe 5 of his top officials have resigned in the past, couple months. Today, I think it was the head of the commissioner of schools. And then last week, it was the head of the NYPD. And so there's obviously something going on here. I go back and forth because I do think, there's corruption, right? I think that there are people who take money in nefarious ways. I mean, there's a reason Bob Menendez was on trial, but also Eric Adams has pushed back against the Biden administration so hard, especially when it came to the impact of illegal immigration. He was constantly like, you are not doing enough. And so it becomes like this thing where like, I think there could be corruption. On the other hand, like I do believe he's someone who doesn't have any pull with the federal government right now.
And the question Didn't AOC call for him to resign?
Yeah, earlier today.
Yep.
And the question is
she knew it was coming.
For sure.
Yeah. And the question is also, too, it's like, was this corruption they were willing to ignore as long as he towed the line, as long as he behaved and said, whatever the pre-approved DNC, talking points were. And this story really is crazy. I've been keeping up with it because like Eric Adams has always been such a meme in my head because of the fact that he is crazy. He is so known for going out in NYC nightlife, partying until the end of the night. And it's just,
he was like, veganism cured my diabetes.
Yeah. And then he said, I'm the mayor of a city with a lot of nightlife. So I got to go. And this is a quote, I need to go test the product. And so ever since then, I've just been, So they were attacking him for going out until like 3 a.m., going to all the clubs and the bars. And he's like, well, I have a city with great nightlife. I got to go test the product. And ever since then, I've just been absolutely enamored with Eric Adams. But yeah, he has so many people in his circle.
And isn't this one of the things against him?
Let's listen to what I want to show you what you said. Quote, I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City. Ocasio-Cortez said in a post on social media, the flood of resignations and vacancies are threatening government function. Nonstop investigations will make it impossible to recruit and retain a qualified administration. For the good of the city, he should resign. Notice what you said, investigations. Meaning the feds can just come in and shut it down?
I got our monitor went out while you were reading that.
Yeah, Serge,
I don't know if that's if YouTube lost their image too or not, but can you explain what you just read again? I want to, right behind you, that monitor dropped. Say that again, but I don't want to make you read all that again.
She said the nonstop investigations will make it impossible. That means if there is a city official or county official or state official who defies federal government, they need only investigate them to the point where the government shuts down and they force this person to resign.
Yeah.
Doesn't this feel like something they could say about Trump, right? He's facing too many criminal investigations. He's indicted over here. He's got this. He's really, he should not be president because this has to be his main focus and he can't govern effectively. I mean, and I could be wrong. So the thing about the Eric Adams case is like, it's not my main beat, but I check in on it pretty regularly because it definitely had this air of escalations. And I remember when the police commissioner resigned, there was this argument that it was involved with influence peddling because, his brother is involved in like a nightclub business, and I'm not sure to what extent, but that they were given some sort of preferential treatment, that the government was making certain deals with them. And so again, it's not exactly the same. And I don't want to just be like, innocent until proven guilty. I don't really know what's going on. There could be corruption there, but also it seems like there are so many investigations. Like, what are so it's, I totally agree with your point. Like, maybe this is corruption somebody would have turned a blind eye to, except for the fact that he pushed against the Biden administration. On the other hand, like, they're throwing a lot of stuff at the wall right now. It seems like there's a lot of stuff.
It seems like they were trying to find the crime because, like, you're right. There's so many probes. There's the one involving the NYPD commissioner, which has to deal with, if a club got a citation for staying open too late, apparently they would pay the brother, who would then get his police commissioner brother to, stand down. And then there's, of course, the campaign finance probe where they're alleging that he was being illegally funded by like Turkish businessmen. And then they expanded the probe, I believe, yesterday. to include 5 other countries. So it's just kind of like they were in search of a crime more so than actually looking for anything. But I'm curious to read the indictment when it's unsealed. But I think the undercurrent of the story that's really interesting is that this might be the return of Andrew Cuomo, who has been actually weighing a run for mayor of New York City in the event that Eric Adams were to resign.
He's going to be like, that guy is not. It's way worse than I was.
Right.
Well, look, there are a lot of Cuomo sexuals who want to see him come back and they'll vote for him.
You remember